Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about the Lost City and go over the entire Lost City guide. A short guide, not going to be going too long into the depths of it, but I simply want to cover something that many players seem to be misunderstanding about the Lost City, and that's the fact that it's not entirely based around the heroes. Well, it is, but not entirely. It's more so about the relics than the heroes, and more so about your stats than the heroes you're using. So a lot of players will be asking which heroes do I run in the Downbringers, Verdians or the Shadow Arts, as these are the key most important questions that everyone asks. Which hero should I be running in the Downbringers? Which hero should I be running in XYZ trials? And the answer to that is pretty simple. It's not really hero based, but it's relic based. So in most and majority cases, you will want the banner. So the difference between banner, it's usable at 3 stars, it gets amazing spike at 5 stars, but it gets peaked at 9 stars. And the reason why, because it becomes 20 energy, which means it will cast instantly. So it means your heroes won't have to do 2 actions, which could very likely result in someone already being dead, but it will be actually instantly cast, which will also instantly cast your Kusanagi, which means more uptime on it, more damage done in less than 6 rounds. So the other relics that are often used is sometimes people that don't have the planar gate use Magatama, and those that don't have banner can opt to use the telescope. The telescope is actually better for the more ultimates during the rounds. It will give more value for the Kusanagi, and you can actually use planar gate in position 3. I have tried it and it doesn't really hurt you because of the damage boost it provides and the damage immunity it gives for the 2 rounds. It's actually pretty good even in the position number 2. So the 2 or 3 heroes you will run in every single trial are Lucifer. Lucifer is the hero you will not be benching ever. This might be changed if Kronos turns out to be better, but if not, Lucifer / Kronos will be heroes that you will be running forever in the Lost City. The other 3 heroes are going to be the heroes that you have to use because the game forces you to, and the last hero is going to depend on which synergy you are doing. So if you're doing Eclipse, you will be running Asmodeus. Asmodeus manages to fit 7 Mystifiers in the team. 7 Mystifiers means pretty much easy wins, and Asmodeus is kind of broken in the Lost City and even in PvP. So Lucifer, the key hero, run in every single team, followed by Darchan, Dorabella or Atropus for Downbringers. For me personally, I assume you can use Katrina, Portia or Lancelot or even Albert perhaps. I have tried once with Marlena, Themis and Atropus for the Verdian with someone like X Pandora, and you can also get some nice results, but I personally run Wuzetian for the sustain in majority of the stages, but oftentimes she's not enough for the survival, but you actually need the DPS, so running some heroes for the damage is just simply better. Ideal slot is Pandora, but she has to be X'd, and since mine isn't, I can't really fit in the 7 Valiantors, but I can do this version, which is 6 Valiantors, which actually wins in the first round, as you can see. So that's pretty much key for every single Lost City trial. So if we go to the Downbringers, which is 6 rounds win, you will see I'm running also this version of the team, which is Themis, Marlena, Pandora and Atropus, and it wins in the second round. So if we go up to the next one, which is going to be Phantoms, we don't care about that. And in here we have the Doomy Verdians, the Verdians that everyone is scared of. So in here I did try Everhand Diana instead of Pandora. She is slightly weaker, so I'm going to showcase, but these are the relics I'm running. And I'm going to showcase, and she beats in the third round. I'm pretty sure the other heroes can clear faster, but this is Verdian, so you're using 6 Valiantors with your X Lucifer, and if you X the Pandora you will have 7. I'm here using 7 Valiantors, and this is pretty much key in every single Lost City. So if you go to the next ones and you do something like Downbringers, you can see I'm using the 6, and I will be able to clear it quite easily because the synergy at 6 and above is kind of broken. In here we have Mystifiers, which we don't care about, the Verdians again for the survival, Doesn't matter survival or DPS, you can simply beat it with the synergy power and with those relics. Actually, I didn't beat this, but with enough retries, you are pretty much able to beat it easily. And especially if you change the runes to those EV heroes into dodge runes. Here are the Shadow Arch, so as I said, you can place 7 Mystifers with Asmodeus, which is also very easy clear, although my relics are kind of swapped, but it still doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure if you swap the relics, you will clear it even faster. Let's see if we can find the... Let's see if we can find even more shells. So nothing here, let's go to the next one. We have the Dawnbringers. Let's go ahead and use our 6 Valiantors with these relics, and it should be easy. First round clear, no issues whatsoever. In here we have the Verdians for the sustain, doesn't matter, we are using the 7 Valiantors, which shouldn't die, but actually one does, and that's because the Diana is actually very much weaker than Pandora, so let's try using Pandora instead of her, which does far more damage, unfortunately, but she's not X, so that's why I was trying with Diana. But as you can see, really easy clear. Next one is the Shadow Arch, which is, as I said, the Mist first, and we will swap the relics to see if last time we beat it in the 4th round, this time we will beat it in the 2nd, so just proccing Kusanagi as fast as possible is enough, because you will be killing them in the first 2 rounds easily, and this is why Planner Gate 7 is very important. Maybe running Cauldron actually does work, but I'm very skeptical about it. I'm pretty sure the gate is mandatory. Okay, it actually works here. But yeah, I think gate will be mandatory, but as you can see, you can also beat it with the Cauldron, so feel free to try if it works for you. Let's go again, sweep some Verdian stages without any issues whatsoever. This would be even faster if I had the X Pandora and the Shadow Arch again. Let's try with the Cauldron again instead of the Planetary Gate and see if it works. But yeah, these relics right here are mandatory. So the Telescope, Kusanagi, and the Sustain relic, it works. So Planetary Gate or Cauldron will do the job. Just make sure to get them. The Telescope has to be at least 8 stars as far as I remember, or actually 6 stars could work. But you truly wanted 9 stars because you want to proc it as fast as possible to proc the Kusanagi. You will need Kusanagi 8 to 9 stars, I believe, and then, as I said, either Planetary Gate or the Cauldron for the sustain. So these are the Verdians with 6 Valiantors, and I didn't even bother changing the Lucifer, but as you can see, we actually did lose here. Maybe it was better RNG, but I'm pretty sure it's because I don't have the Planetary Gate in here. So let me go ahead and try with the Planetary Gate. I'm pretty sure it's important to clear all the way up to 800s. And yeah, let's see. Maybe it's the synergy diff as well. I know, yeah, it's better than the Cauldron, but I'm pretty sure you need 7 synergy to be able to clear it, because the stages just get harder and harder. Okay, this was a far better RNG and we did manage. In here we have some more Shadow Arch, which we can try obviously with the Cauldron, because Asmodeus is just so broken. It shouldn't matter for her whether you're using the gate or not. The Asmodeus is just such a strong hero for the Lost City. And I even managed to clear some of the Verdians before with her. I was trying out the Minotaur, Ossi, and somewhere I did have 6 synergy, so I believe I did run something like this for the Verdians with Asmodeus. Let me see, not that one. And let me see. I'm pretty sure I was using Ossi, Minotaur, and one more Verdian for this. And it can be Alice, I guess. Shouldn't matter much. But yeah, I did beat it with this setup as well before, but it is 6 Mystifers, which is slightly weaker when it comes to the later stages. And you really do want to have the 7 synergy active as fast as possible. So yeah, it's possible up to some stages, but you will definitely want to have the original setup that I ran for this trial, which was the Valiantors one. So yeah, that's the pretty much everything you should know about the Lost City. So it's about synergies and it's about relics, not really the heroes that you use. So yeah, it's that's the most important thing I wanted to note. A lot of players will ask, which setup do I run, which heroes do I run? It's really the key in the relics, it's key in the Lucifer, and it's key in the 6+ synergy, ideally 7 synergy, because that's as much as you can reach. So it's pretty much just these bonuses that make you super tanky and just pretty much boost you up insanely for the damage. I'm sorry, I made a mistake last time. I did use Themis instead of the Alice, but yeah. After that, you should be pretty much unbeatable once you reach those 7 synergies. So as you can see, I'm already kind of struggling when it comes to later stages because I'm not using the 7 synergies. But once you X your Amaterasu, I believe this should not be. Once you X your Pandora, I don't think this will be an issue anymore in your battles. But yeah, overall, that's pretty much everything you should know about the Lost City. So Lucifer, the hero that you run in every single team. Then you run the 3 mandatory heroes that will basically help you fit the synergy to be 6 or 7, ideally 7, with Pandora X, with Asmodeus, or instead of Asmodeus, you can try to use the X Gaia, but I don't think she will be giving good results. And instead of the yeah, but that's pretty much it, I guess. I don't think you can swap Pandora out. She's really just the highest DPS hero in the game so far. Even Diana is coming close, but it's not really that close where she could replace her, as you can see. I do beat it, but I'm struggling. But as you can see, this is the pretty much massive difference between 6 and 7 synergies. So I go from not beating it pretty much at all to beating it really easily, but my one hero dies, which is solved if I have Pandora X. But since I don't, and with Diana, you're close to beating it, but not that close. Probably with RNG you can do it, but yeah, my hero dies. You can maybe even further this even more if you go ahead and upgrade these heroes' runes. For example, my Ashlyn is on epic runes. She doesn't have even exclusive runes, which should in theory help you, and she doesn't even have one max rune. But yeah, you can even use her legendary runes, which are generally bad. But if you're someone who tryhards the Lost City, then I guess why not? So yeah, the main relics are going to be Telescope and Banner in the position 2 Kusanagi pretty much always. Sometimes you'll want a Planner Gate, but in position 3, as I have shown, either Cauldron or Planner Gate for the survival. So yeah, those are the 3, 4, 5 key heroes for this. Magatama is no longer really needed at all. But yeah, I hopefully have explained how the Lost City works and what you need to beat it. And you can pretty much beat entire Lost City with this setup. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully it was helpful, and hopefully you will be having easier time farming those Oracle tokens now, and just work on your Telescope, work on your Planner Gate if you can. If not, get your Cauldron, it only needs 2 stars. And yeah, work on Kusanagi. That relic is just dump broken, it's insane, and at 8 stars it becomes crazy good. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next one.